PH stands for Poul Henningsen, a very famous, renowned Danish designer, starting in 1930 with probably the most iconic of all the pianos, the glass-lid piano, the grand piano as we call it, and then he moved on with the pianette, the bow grand piano, and later on the upright piano. A PH piano is all about the casing. It's all about the design. This is actually what Poul Henningsen wanted to reflect. He wanted to do something that would stand out from the traditional piano.
Stevns Klint Experience is placed 1 hour away from Copenhagen. It's south of Copenhagen. It's very easy to come here actually by train and car. Stevns Klint Experience is a house for locals and for tourists. So it's a beautiful building built into Stevns Klint, which is UNESCO World Heritage. Change for Life was exactly what happened 66 million years ago. An asteroid hit Earth and it changed life. Our ambition in a small scale is to change life for people visiting us. This is a place for locals, this is a place for tourists, this is a place where you can have the story what happened, but it's also a place where we bring people together. And we do that by culture series, by music, we do that by a nice shop, we do that by a fantastic exhibition.
Scandinavian Cello School was founded in 2016 with the aim to support, promote and educate young musical talents. So when the opportunity of collaboration with Stevns Klint Experience came up, we were extremely happy to be part of their fantastic project. Young musicians come from all over the world to practice their craft and gain greater concert experience. So we're just so happy to have the collaboration with Stevns Klint Experience, who offer wonderful surroundings to produce great music in, and now even more so with their PH curated piano. The temples of culture, science and sustainability unfortunately don't always go hand in hand, even though this is something that we should all be thinking about, especially going into the future. I really feel that in this collaboration between PH Pianos and Stevns Klint Experience, they've managed to match this up just perfectly, and we're so proud to be able to bring our young artists to contribute.
The piano we got here is part of the history of Denmark. It's part of architecture history of Denmark. The building you have here is also part of that. This is extraordinarily special because it's the colors of our building. You could actually place this piano next to Stevns Klint and you will see the same identity, the same colors. Even on top of that, we put in fossils on the piano, so we actually connect the piano with Stevns Klint.
And in this specific case, we really worked together with the architect of the building and the whole philosophy. We saw how they would construct the building, how they had designed the building, the materials that they were using, and we tried to adopt that into the colors of the piano that fits so extremely well with the interior of this beautiful place at Stevns Klint, that it's almost as if the place was born with the piano.
The process about designing this piano was very important, and it also took some time. We are super proud that we are actually in a position to be designing a piano for the building. And the cooperation with PH Piano was very good about that. Stevns Klint Experience is a fantastic building with a very high level of focus on craftsmanship. It's the same with the piano. The piano is world-class craftsmanship. That's a focus on every detail, and that's even put fossils on top of it.
Our PH grand piano is crafted exactly the same way as they did it back in the 1930s. It's simply a skeleton made of wood. In this case, it's made of ash wood, and it takes more than 20 days full-time work just to do the lid skeleton of wood, to make the right shapes and the right forms according to original design, because this is what it's all about. We really use the old craftsmanship skills for making both the exterior but also the interior. The old traditions for fine-tuning the action, skills for building up the exterior, the woodwork, the metalwork, everything. The metalwork, it's really pieces of art. And it requires so much skill to do it in the right way. I mean, to get this burnt brass on such big surfaces, it requires a fantastic craftsman, an enormous skill.
A piano of this level is not a common thing here in Stevns. For us, the piano is important because originally the building was not designed to be a culture house. It was not designed to do concerts, but it's also important to have an amazing piano when we do concerts, because that's an inspiration to see a pianist playing on that piano.
Somebody very wise once said, "We shouldn't worship the ashes, but we should feed the fire." And I feel that's exactly what we have the chance to do now, helped by PH Pianos and Stevns Klint Experience. It's awe-inspiring to be up there as a young musician, to see the beauty around in the nature, to see the beauty in the architecture, to see the beauty in the piano, and to really feed off that unique story of what happened 66 million years ago when a meteor hit Earth and changed life forever.